Welcome back, my legends, and today I'm going to theorize about the 3-chapter series on Apex Twitter called The Moth in Flame. Now, what's so special about these teaser videos is that they kind of give us an idea of what the next legend's going to be like. Just like how in Season 8, we got hints that Kyrie was going to be Japanese-based. Now it looks like the Season 10 legend's going to be a brother, and he's going to originate from African descent. Now, we know from one of the devs that apparently the next legend's going to be a male, so it's going to be a black male character of African descent. So it looks like Apex is going to get its own version of Black Panther, which is really cool and exciting. So going back to the teaser videos for Apex Legends Twitter, we get 3 chapters. Now, the first chapter was about a blind princess that apparently falls in love with a guy she met for 5 minutes, and her rich, overly protected parents basically locked this guy up for singing, and also trying to use witchcraft to kidnap their daughter. But hey guys, it's true love. So in the second chapter, the blind princess is crying because her true love didn't come to the rescue or whatever. So crying that she got stood up, out of nowhere a moth comes and puts itself on fire because apparently it's cursed and it's attracted to things that put it in danger, even though it's just basically a moth just being attracted to light. And so what happens is that the moth swindles the princess and tells her that he will help her find her true love. He gets to turn into her child. And so the princess agreed to make the deal and trust the moth that likes to turn itself on fire and can magically talk. And so off to the backyard of the palace they go. So what happened is that the princess' parents did not find her in her room, and obviously they knew it was the witchcraft boy that could sing, so they did what anybody would do. They set him on fire, and unfortunately the moth that was in the backyard of the palace saw the fire, saw how bright and shiny it was, went straight over there guiding the princess, and literally put itself and the blind princess on fire. And so ever since that day, there's been a curse in that kingdom. Now, what was the moral of the story? There is no moral of the story. Like Amanda said, one of the Apex writers, it's basically a folk tale, a story that's passed down from one generation to another, basically an urban tale. But every urban legend has some kind of truth inside the story. Now, are you ready, my legends? I don't know if it's just me taking too many stims, but this is what I think the story is really about. You see, I believe that this story is going to talk about Octane Lifeline in the Season 10 legend. You see, my legends, Octane hints towards the fact that he knows who the Season 10 legend is. In fact, he's been hinting about it since Season 7.
Yo, Jay, check it out. Isn't this where that drone, wait a minute, I know this thing. I know, it's that guy.
Where he talks about a drone that landed at a certain place, and Lifeline tells him to shut up because she doesn't want anybody else to know about it.
Nah, this ain't nowhere. Quiet down.
So it looks like Lifeline and Octane are very familiar with this legend. Now, why is this important? Well, if the Season 10 legend is familiar with Octane and Lifeline, then all of a sudden this urban legend starts to make sense. You see, the blind princess, I think, is a metaphor towards Lifeline. You see, the blind princess had overly protected parents, just like Lifeline in the Season 7 comic. In fact, Eduardo tells her that she belongs in the house where she's safe and not running around in the game. Very interesting, overly protected parent-ish. Now, some of you are going to say, but Lifeline's not blind. Well, not literally, but metaphorically. You see, for the longest time, I've been saying that Lifeline and Octane have a one-sided relationship. Octane guilt-tripped Lifeline into giving him new legs in front of so many other people on the list. Octane went to the Shadow World dimension by himself, where Lifeline had to basically beg everybody to help him. In Season 7, Octane refused to tell Lifeline about the hostage crisis and how it was orchestrated by his dad, Eduardo Silva. And in Season 9, he helped his dad by erasing the serial numbers and any information related to the Silva pharmaceuticals. So this is why I believe Lifeline represents the blind princess, because it's a cycle. Octane does something stupid, she has to do something crazy to help him out. Octane just says he's sorry, doesn't really mean it, and the cycle just repeats again every single time. And so this is why I think the princess represents Lifeline. Now, what does the guy in the moth represent? I think they both represent Octane. The moth says that it's attracted to the thing that harms it the most. Does that not sound like Octane? Octane blew up his own legs, does very dangerous stunts that could end his life at any moment, doesn't listen and put his loved ones and the people he cares about in danger. And so the moth guiding the princess is basically, in my opinion, a metaphor that one day Octane might do something that's going to get Lifeline really hurt, and it's going to be his fault. And so basically what I'm trying to say is that the season Season 10 lore is going to revolve around Octane Lifeline in the Season 10 legend. Something is going to happen that could possibly end Lifeline and Octane's relationship forever. And so yeah, my legends, let me know what you think about this theory. Personally, I like this, how this could be all a metaphor towards Lifeline and Octane's relationship. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.